Shalom, my brothers and sisters. I gotta tell you something about my experiences with these gang stalkers. You see, we know that these gang stalkers are soulless. We know that these gang stalkers are all on low vibration. We know that these gang stalkers are Satan's agents. We know that these gang stalkers are witches, warlocks, sorcerers, Satanists. People who got doors open to allow demons into their life. We know this. We know that these people watching you, the demon in them is obsessed with you. Now these people watching you in their carnal mind, they don't know why they're watching you. They're fascinated or they envy you, but they can sense your energy. Your energy is high. Your vibration is high. You are beaming in this dark world, right? So, I have to tell you, like, when you're happy, it pisses them off. Which is why all I'm gonna tell you is, like, literally just ignore them. Act like they don't exist. It's like during my walks, I see everything. It may look like I don't see nothing. You know, I'm walking out, but I see the bright lights, the flashing lights. I see the little tactics that they do. But the interesting thing is when you're happy, they are pissed off. So it's like there was a time, right? Because what they like to do is they like to mimic you, copy you. So if you're listening to music and the music is positive, the beat is flowing, and you good, and you like this beat, you're gonna tap on your phone to the beat, the rhythm, right? And these gang stalkers, they soulless. Look into their eyes, they soulless. They got a handler. They all gotta look at their handler. They all, you know what I'm saying? They all soulless. They just low vibration. You beaming. So when you're sad and when you feed off their energy, because sometimes you got people come your way, they try to test you. You have some of these stubborn demons and they try to aggravate you. Pay no mind to them. Because when you pay no mind to them, they get mad. But if you feed into that energy, and if they see that people are here, if they look depressed, if they're crying, they look paranoid, they love that. They feed off of that. And they get happy off of that. But if you a person, which is what I'm telling you right now, ignore it. Pay no mind to it. You see how foolish they look running back and forth when you're ignoring it. Trust me, they're gonna hit the bright lights. Don't even look at the bright lights. They look foolish. You can see the driver, like, literally, when you're happy and you ignore them, if you look at them real quick, you see their face. Their face get mad. They stomp. They look at their handler because they get rewards by making you suffer. If you show any sign of you got hurt or you're mad or you fed into whatever their assignment was, they get rewards. And they feed off your energy, and that's how demons live, off energy. So they mimic you, right? It's all a mind game too. They mimic you. So if you're on the train, right, and you listening to music, and you flowing, because this is my experience. I was listening to music, right? I'm into it. Mind you, when you're gang stalking, when you're a targeted individual, you like this right now. You beaming in this dark world. The light is on you. All these people is watching you. Literally. Like, every eye is on you. Everywhere you go. Girls, men, they're looking at you. But we know that's the demon in them. But they're looking at you. And you can feel it. You can even, like, if you look at somewhere, your peripherals, you can see literally heads turning, looking at you. They're looking at you. Women, men, like, they're looking at you. Especially those who's on semen retention and you ain't wasting nothing. Yo, you literally, everybody is looking at you. You are shining. You are shining. Everybody's low. You're shining. So I'm listening to music. I'm tapping. What they do is they'll have people who will start to try to tap too. Like, they act like whatever music they like, they're trying to listen to. If you start nodding your head to the beat that you listen to, you're gonna have a few people in there that wasn't even nodding their head and all that. They're gonna look at you and they're gonna start nodding, like they're gonna try to mimic you, and they're gonna try to tap too. But they look more foolish because there's no spirit in them. Like they're spiritually dead. They got demons, so they don't have no flow. You're free. You beaming. You are alive. Your vessel don't got no demon. You're you. You're free. They got a handler. They got to be told what to do. They got demons in them. So, you're going to see them off beat. But being that you're happy, I was on the train, right? And this is from my experience. I was bopping to the music. Boom, boom, boom. I saw this guy right in front of me, right? I was on, what was it? I believe, was it the D train? It was the D or the B train. So you know how those seats are in the train station. Like, there's corners, so you can see from across, from behind, like the way how the seating is. Because like on the 6 train line, it's all straight this way. But like on the B and the D train, they got this way, but then they got certain rows that cut in so you can see. Excuse me. So I saw this guy. He was sitting across, right? And I started just sitting down. I'm sitting down and the music is kicking. So I'm tapping, bam, 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 with my legs. You know what I'm saying? I got the phone on my leg, but I'm tapping the phone to the beat, like, and I'm looking at this guy, and he's looking at me, right? And I already could tell there was a demon in him. He's looking at me, so now he's starting to bop. But his bop was off beat, right? And I got a few people, they're eyeing me. They're looking, right? And they're interested, or some of them, they're making faces. They're mad because I am happy. They're miserable. Gangstalkers are miserable. People who stalking you, they're miserable people. They got demons in them. They're miserable. They're not happy. They're a slave. They got to be told what to do. They're not happy. They are miserable. All right? They're not happy. They feed off of you. Like, they feed off watching people, stalking people. They want to make those people suffer. They want to do things to them. That's how they get a thrill. But when you pay no mind to them, they get pissed off. So I'm listening to music, and I see the guy across from me. He's going like this. He's looking at me. So being that I see that, in my mind, I'm like, so I'm supposed to stop, or I'm supposed to feel some type of way because now you're looking at me and you're trying to copy. So I started going faster. But I'm going to the rhythm. And I'm happy. I'm smiling. I'm just chilling. I'm listening to the music. It's touching my soul. Bam, bam, bam. He's literally looking soulless. He's going like this. He's getting mad. He's making faces because I'm happy. But he's getting mad. And then the people in the train car, they're looking at me too. Some of them, they're looking. They're making faces. Like, literally, I see it. Some of them are stomping because it's not working. Whatever their assignment was, it's failing. This guy got on the train. He sat down, right? He is the handler, right? So I'm tapping. He's looking at me, right? Staring at me. So the thing is like, you can see them look at you, and then like if you look at them, it's like their eyes will look away. But you feel, when they're looking at you. So I'm still tapping. The guy is literally getting pissed off that at one point he stopped, mad, making faces, stomping, right? And then he tried again. And he keeps looking at the handler, which is sitting right across from me. To the point that I just kept doing it, that he got up, walked towards me, but didn't face me, faced his handler. And his handler looked at him and said something for him to like forget it because he didn't get a reward. They get rewarded when you feed off that energy. So if somebody pissed you off, or they're doing something and it irritated you, or you argue back with a person, or they did something and you're crying, and you're just showing in the street and in public, you're showing depression, you're walking outside all with your head down, like you looking like you're sad. They feed off of that and they love that. But if you out here walking with your head up high with the music, like you just literally not paying attention to them, they will get pissed off. Don't give them your energy. You're positive, you're happy, you're free, you got the Most High. These people watching you are miserable. That's what they're watching. They're miserable. They got to be told what to do. Now, when I was at the train station, I'm just standing still, and you have to see how foolish they look. But I know that's the demon in them, but they look foolish. Like I'm tapping. I'm just waiting for my train, right? I'm just tapping to the beat. The beat is fire. I'm enjoying the music. I'm just, these people are literally walking, stopping, looking, doing this to one another. They're getting pissed off. You can see it in their face. They're like, because I'm happy and they're mad. And they're just walking back and forth. They're doing signs to each other. Like, you have to see how desperate they look when you're not feeding into their energy. Like, when you're not looking at them, when you're not feeding, giving them attention, they're going back and forth, back and forth. They're looking at each other, you know. I went to get Domino's pizza, right, today. And there was this guy. I'm listening to music. I'm waiting for my food. The guy told me it was going to take 20 minutes, right? Okay. So 20 minutes goes by. My food was going to take 20 minutes. I'm waiting. Now, before I became spiritually awakened, before I became a targeted individual, all these stores I used to go into and all these places that I used to go hang out by myself and all that, it was never really nobody there. But being that when you become a targeted individual, every place that you go to, they are always going to put people there. There's always going to be traffic. Why? Because you got a light. People want to be around that light. So I go into Domino's. There's already a few people there. Some of them leave. I see a girl come in red. They got the color codes. I'm paying on mine. I already ordered my food, right? This old guy comes in, right? So what happens is he comes in, he stands in front of me to look at the menu, but they do things on purpose. So I'm just still tapping to the beat. I'm looking forward, you know what I'm saying? I'm just tapping. He orders his food. What they doing? He's looking at me, right? What they do, he started, right? Then this other girl came in. They start making noises so you could get irritated because when you pay no mind, they get pissed off. This girl came in, ordering food. She starts flicking her hair for me to get attention, right? It's like she's doing things for me to look at her. I'm paying no mind to nobody in there. That's what's pissing them off, right? So what the old guy does, I'm tapping, but I know that's the demons in them, man. They pissed off. I'm just tapping. He goes in front of me, or he starts looking around, and he's doing this to people. You know, they do their codes. They look foolish when they do their little things when you're paying no mind. He starts clipping his nails, but he's like facing my way, and he starts clipping his nail. He's doing things so that way I can react to it and go, what do you know what I'm saying? So I could say something about that. When you pay no mind to these individuals, they don't like it. It pisses them off because they don't get a reward. Remember that. They don't get rewarded. They're mad because they can't piss you off. They're mad because you're happy and they're not. Their job, right? Their job is to stalk you, is to do things to irritate you, to get you pissed off, to get you to cry, to put fear in you, because they do these little tactics. They'll send people your way in a group, you know what I'm saying, to try to, do some intimidation tactics, you know what I'm saying. There's a no touch rule, but they do things to get you to react. They do things on purpose. But when you pay no mind to any of it, which is why I'm telling you, when you're a gangster, just go about your day. Be very wise on how you answer questions. If you're talking to somebody, never tell nobody how your day is. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 out of 10, usually some people, they don't even care about how your day is. They just want to be nosy, But we already know that when it's gang stalk, they got their handlers. They're listening because the monitoring spirits, they're everywhere. But, when you are happy, you will see them pissed off. And you will see, like, literally, they look foolish. These demons look like they're literally running back and forth because the wicked don't sleep. They are literally going back and forth. They're looking at each other. They're stopping, looking at you, right? Then they're looking at their handler. They're doing the signs. They jump into the next person. The next person's there. It came to a point, right? This morning, I was that beeping? Yeah, no noise campaign. I was on the train this morning to go to work. What happens? This lady gets into the train car, right, on my stop with her daughter. Remember, they like to do things. They trying to plot on you and all that. So her daughter, the older daughter, what happens? You know what she does? She had her daughter like her daughter starts playing with her hair, because they make their kids do things. They make them dress a certain way. They make them start doing things so that way you can look, so that way they can say something to you. Or sometimes they tell their kids, tell me if he or she, like whoever's the target individual, they will tell their kids, tell me if he or she looked at you, or it's sick. But they're making their kids act a certain way, so that way, you know what I'm saying, that they can tell their parents this. But the parents is telling their kids to do certain things to get your attention. That's how sick they are. That's how sick this is, this program, you know. So I'm on the train, and this lady came in, right? She came in with her daughter, right? But the daughter, she was already in her teens. So what happens is the mother decides to stand right next to me, right? And there's a seat in front of me, right? She tells her daughter to sit there, right? Now the mother is literally, because I could see the demons. My peripheral, her mother's looking at me. Like, she's looking at me. I got people on the train because they all, these gang stalkers, they're in cahoots with each other, right? You got the cults, you see these demons. So the daughter sits in front of me, right? And I'm listening to music, I'm jamming. See, but they're watching you because you're happy, and it pisses them off. So I'm listening to music early in the morning. I'm always, you know, I'm on my business, but I'm chilling, I'm good. My energy, they feel that. They feel that energy. You got a high vibration, they all low. They feel that. They see that. The demon in them, and they don't like that. When you're happy, it pisses them off. I'm telling you, all of you being targeted, you being gangster, ignore it. You'll see how pissed off they get. They get mad. They make faces. They'll stomp because their assignment failed. Now they're not going to get rewarded. They're going to get a little pow-pow from Satan because they get punished. They get punished. Absolutely. They get punished when they don't complete their objective. They get punished. So check this out. The girl sits in front of me, right? The mother is looking at me from time to time. She's staring at me. All of them, they can feel the energy, but that's what they do. The girl starts going on her phone, trying to look all cute. I'm not staring at this girl, but we already know when you got your peripheral, like, you can literally see people without seeing people. Like, that's what I'm saying. You can see the gang stalking. I see all the tactics that they do without looking at a person. I see all that they're doing, right? Even though when I'm happy and I'm good, I see their faces. I see when they get pissed off without even looking at their eyes. But sometimes I make connections with people. When you're looking at me, I'm gonna look at you too. Look at their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Look at all their eyes. You see how dead they look. You know, but sometimes you got people that they fascinated by you. Sometimes test the spirit, because now everybody's, you know, part of that program. Some of them do. There's something about you that makes them look at you. They see that light. They feel your energy. Look into the eyes. So what happens? The girl sits in front of me. She starts doing her phone, right? Then she puts her phone down. She starts playing with her hair. She starts doing things to try to get my attention. She's doing things to try to get my attention. But I see her looking at me. She's looking right at me doing things. And I'm just listening to my music happy. And they're getting pissed off because the mother, her job, because she has a handler. And the funny thing is, she was getting pissed off. The mother was getting pissed off. The daughter was too, because I saw her do some stomping because I'm not paying no mind to her. But the mother was getting pissed off at the fact that I was not paying attention to her daughter, and I did not make no eye contact with her daughter, right? Even though her daughter's being all extra, because that's what these gang stalkers do. They be extra. But at the same time, they feel your energy. They feel testosterone. You got a high vibration. In their mind, like, they carnal, they're asleep, they're a slave, they got to be told what to do. In their mind, they're looking at you with a fascination. But then a lot of these people, they are told what to do. So this lady was told her assignment to put your daughter there, make her do things to get his attention, and her daughter's doing things, right? So the mother's getting pissed off. Now, what made this interesting and made it, like, to me, I found this funny, because I'm just boom, boom, boom. I'm listening to music. I'm just relaxing. I'm seeing all these eyes on me because Even though they set that up and I'm seeing this in front of me, there's other people in the train car looking at me too. Because remember, these demons in these people, they're all looking at you because you got the light. All of you that's targeted, you got a light. You shining in this dark world. You beaming. So they're all looking, right? Then I got, other people, other females. They doing things for me to get their attention. But the funny thing is about with this lady here, she's looking at me and she's getting mad because I'm not paying no mind to her daughter. I'm just listening. The funny thing is, when we got off, well, I didn't get off the train. When it got to 59th Street station, right? This man got on the train, right? And this is what I'm telling you about these gangstalkers. They're not, the little demons in them is not, because they all look at their handler. All of them. It doesn't matter who they are. They're going to look at their handler. They're going to look another way. Whoever their handler is and wherever their handler is at, they are going to look at their handler, right? So if you're outside and somebody's crossing the street, and if they're crossing the street coming your way, if their handler is behind them or somewhere far, they are going to literally break their neck and look away from you, but they're going to break their neck and look at their handler all the time. They're going to do that. So we got the train, it got to 59th Street, right? Now, this mother was pissed off because her daughter, she set that up, right? But she wasn't the handler. She wasn't the one who orchestrated this whole thing. The man who got on this on the train on 59th Street was staring at the woman. He was her handler, which means he was the one who set that up. He was the one who said for her to get on the same stop as me, have her daughter do that to see if I look, to gather information, see if I fall for the little tactics and tricks, right? So he was staring at the woman. Made it mad obvious. Like, he got on, his eyes was on her, you know what I'm saying? But you could look at their eyes, they all dead, they soulless. The demons are like, they do these weird faces, like, it's just weird. So he's staring at her, right? And when he could see it in her face, when he knew that whatever the assignment was did not work, he was pissed off, and they were pissed off. All three of them were pissed off because it failed. I was happy. And then, of course, other people in the train carts, they getting mad too because I'm paying no mind to them and I'm a happy individual. I'm just enjoying my morning with my music. You know what I'm saying? And they, however their day was, they are a slave. They have to be told what to do. They got a handler. They worship Satan. If they don't listen to Satan, if they don't listen to the handler, pow pow, they're not going to get rewarded. Like I said, this is how sick it is. Excuse me. This is how sick it is. When they make you suffer, and if you feed your energy for whatever work they're trying to do to you to get their attention, and if you get into an argument with them or you fall for their trick and trap, right? They get points. They get rewards. Some of them get their drugs. Some of them get Section 8. Some of them, whatever it is that they're going to get, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, food, clothes, they get rewards for watching you suffer. They get rewards when you feed off of whatever their assignment was. But if you don't feed off of it and you're happy and you ignore it, they get mad because they don't get nothing. So their day was wasted and their time was wasted watching you to try to get something out of you, information, or to get a reaction, and it failed. That's what happens. Oh, and another thing is, when you become a targeted individual, you start seeing a lot of new faces in your neighborhood. A lot of new faces. And the thing is, they start having a lot of abandoned apartments, and they start putting in a lot of gang stalkers in the neighborhood. It's all a community thing as well, but they'll start putting witches, warlocks, sorcerers in your neighborhood and give them these apartments. So that way these people in their own apartments can do witchcraft in their house on you. You know what I'm saying? It's a sick program. It's a sick program. That's what I'm saying. Watch. Always be happy. Always stay prayed up with the Most High. And be happy. We are happy. We are good. You know what I'm saying? The Most High got us. We beaming out here. Yes, I know it could be aggravating because they doing so much, but when you ignore them, because the thing about it is they fascinated by us because we all are targeted. We all been through a whole bunch in our life that we know how to maneuver with and without people. Like, we're good with and without people. We don't need people. We know how to be us, and we know how to live by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So that's what a lot of people are fascinated by that too, because a lot of people who's watching you, a lot of people in this world, they don't know how to be by themselves. They don't know who they are. They always have to fit in with somebody. They always got to make a new friend. They always have to be around somebody. Us, we've been through so much that we know how to be ourselves. We know how to have a good time, and we know how to enjoy our life with and without a person. We don't need people. We need the Most High. The Most High got us, but we know how to operate with people and without people. That's why they're fascinated. There's a lot of things with us that they're fascinated about, you know. But yes, don't let these gang stalkers, don't let these demons drain your energy. Don't feed off of none of that. Trust me. Like today, Amazon, this guy, he tried to that was a stubborn demon that I was that was trying to deal with me, right? That's trying to get something out of me. He got pissed off because it didn't work. He was asking me foolish questions, and I just was straight to the point with him. You know, he was asking me about a certain section, and mind you, he's been into the building a couple of times. But what they like to do is they like to ask you questions to try to trick you, to get you into a lie, you know what I'm saying, to get you to sin, so they could get rewards and points, to try to get into your head, to confuse you. But I seen this man before, and he was asking me certain questions that was pointless, and I was just straight direct with him, like, oh, you got to go this, and that. And I kept it like that. And he sucked his teeth, and he got pissed off because I didn't feed into it. I didn't feed off into his energy. I didn't stay, you know, dumbstruck, trying to figure out what he was trying to say. I just kept it straight to the point, you know. And I already knew it was a stubborn demon I was dealing with. I saw it, and I was feeling that. I was like, I said, man, this guy, he's really trying to get into my head, or he's trying to irritate me, you know. And it didn't work. And on top of that, his handler ended up walking right by in the front, listening to our conversation. And as he's talking to me, he's looking at his handler, because his handler's the one that orchestrated that for the guy to ask me certain questions to probably irritate me, you know what I'm saying? So he could get rewards. But he got pissed off because he would end up having to tell his handler that nothing happened. He didn't get nothing out of me. So ladies and gentlemen, don't feed into any of the stuff that you see with these gang stalkers. When you ignore them, and stay with the Most High, but when you ignore them, you have to see how foolish they look. Especially if you post it up somewhere and you just relaxing, you have to see how fast you're relaxed, right? You relaxed, you chilling, you just vibing by yourself, you chilling. These people are stressed out. Okay, they're stressed out, not you. They're stressed out because they got to be told what to do. They got a handler. They got to answer to people. You know what I'm saying? They need rewards. They trying to, you know, they doing everything in their power to try to feed, you know, get your energy, to drain it, you know. But they're the ones who's stressed. You got to see them. When you're chilling, you don't got to look at people. You can see them without looking at them. You see them. They're stressed. They're running around. They're looking at you. If you're not paying no mind to them, they're mad. They're looking at their handler. They're doing the tactics. The next person's coming. They got 3 people walking. There's one person who's the handler. He got the other 2 in the front. He's watching you. And they're trying to do things like they're rushing. They're running. They're doing so much that they're stressed. You're not. You chilling. You tranquilo. They're stressed. Listen, stay happy, stay positive, keep your energy up. Don't worry about none of these demons, these energy vampires. The Most High got you. You can see these demons, but when you don't feed them energy, yo, I'm telling you, it's sad, but it's funny at the same time when you see that they get pissed off when you don't feed them give them your energy, when you don't even pay no mind to them. Yo, they get pissed off. Even in the cars, when they do the bright lights and I just look away, or they get mad. They get mad. I see them bang on the wheel. Like, they get mad because they want a reaction. And then be careful, because you know, even though I'm minding my business, I still see these people. Like I saw this one guy, he licked his fingers, you know, like they're licking their fingers and they're touching seats, they're touching the poles, they're touching spots. Remember, because witchcraft is also fluid. So if they ain't trying to hit you, best believe somebody else is gonna, whoever's touching things, you know what I'm saying, they got a spell. But I'm telling, be careful where you're sitting or where your hands touch, because some people are literally licking their lips and they're tagging spots, they're tagging things, and they're doing witchcraft with fluid. So always pray and break it. I see it with my own eyes. I see them actually tagging spots with their saliva. It's crazy. But stay happy. Don't give these energy vampires nothing. Even at work, when you get in workplace mob, they get mad when you don't pay them no mind either. I see it. And these people, you gotta hear it. They are so irritated by you that they'll give you a fake smile and they'll talk to you, you know, but when they walk away, it's an agony of pain. They go, ah, ah. You hear them breathe out like if it was that hard for them to say good morning or have a conversation with you. Like if it took a lot out of their, and like if it took so much strength for them to even say hi to you. You know what I'm saying? Like it just took so much energy of them. Like you hear them, like they sighed, like they didn't want to say something to you, but they said it anyway. But you can hear them. Just yo, stay beaming in this world, because you're beaming. You're beaming. The whole world's watching you. You are literally a light in this dark world. The Most High got you. These demons, these people on low vibration, they're fascinated by you. They're fascinated by you. And watch out for them succubus demons, man, and them incubus and them Jezebels, because that spirit of lust, they want your energy too. They want to drain it. So these women, they throwing themselves. I see it. I see it. Semen retention is real. Get on it, fellas. Get on it. Stop listening to these people when they say it ain't real. It's real and it works. I see it. They all got to get close, man. I'm telling you. Stay shining. Stay beaming in this world, ladies and gentlemen of the truth. Stay beaming out here. And stay with the Most High, because he got you. All right? So while you chilling, relaxing, they all stressed out here. They all pissed off. You're sleeping comfortable. You're relaxed. You're praying. You're going throughout your day. The Most High got you. These individuals, they are restless. They're not sleeping. They're stressed. They're miserable. And they're unhappy. But we know that's the demon in them. But while you're relaxed, they're not. So you still stay prayed up. Keep your energy safe. Protect it at all times. Stay with the Most High. Don't let none of these energy vampires and these demons get the best of you. Okay? So, yeah. Stay happy. Don't let them get to you. And trust me, when you are happy, positive, and ignoring them, you're going to see them get pissed off. You're going to see them get pissed off. They get mad when you don't give them no end, like when you don't feed into it, because they don't get rewarded. Instead, they get pow pow. Satan gives them a pow pow. Their handler gives them a pow pow. And their handler, right, the one orchestrating this for his people, he gets in trouble, or she gets in trouble too, because they set this up and they failed. So they got to deal with the people who they set up to try to get you pissed off. And then they themselves got to deal with whoever sent them to set that up too. You see, you're free. You don't have to answer. You don't have to go to somebody so they could tell you, go watch this person or go be at this spot at a certain time. No, the Most High got you. You're free. You good. You got the light. How like, I don't get it. You are a grown person. You are a grown adult, and you have somebody literally telling you, go at this spot at this time, just stand there. Or if you got children, hey, walk with your kids, right? At this time, the target's going to be over there. Put your kids up ahead. Have your kids dress this way. Tell your kids to dress a certain way, and tell your kids to do things, act foolish, and try to get the person's attention. That's how sick it is. These parents are literally telling their kids what to do. So when you start seeing their kids start trying to bend over, get your attention, or they start acting foolish, dressing a certain way, that's the parent. The parent is telling their kids to do that, to get your attention. You see how sick that is? The parent. Shame on those parents. You got to look at those parents that are having their little children and their little kids, even their teenagers, act a certain way. Like they're teaching their kids young to do this. And I guarantee you, when those kids get older and start understanding, they're going to look at their parents and go, why you made me do this? Or why you made me do that? Like they're going to look at their parents like, oh, because they teach their kids young. You know what I'm saying? Some of these kids grew up in cults. That's how sick this world is, man. This world is sick. Stay prayed up. Stay with the Most High. Keep beaming in this dark world. And men, stay on semen retention because it works. It works. But you're going to definitely attract that Jezebel and that succubus demon. Oh, the modern woman is coming for you. She's coming for you. They sense that testosterone and your vibration, because women is very, very spiritual. They sense that. I see it. I see it. They be looking. So be careful. All right. And then on your walk, men are going to look at you too. They're going to get jealous. Because they're all low vibration. So they're going to get jealous at why the woman is looking at you. And they also going to get jealous at just because they're going to look at you like, what's up with this dude? You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get all of that. But you are the center of attention in this world. Ladies and gentlemen who got the light. You, all of you, that's being Gangstalking, all of you in general with the Holy Spirit, all of you beaming in this world. You are shining in this world. You are the star of the show. You're the star. Keep shining. Keep shining. Stay blessed. Stay prayed up. All right? Later.